Imagine a book so powerful, so dangerous, that over 40 countries banned it. Not burned quietly, not ignored, banned outright. Why? Because this book didn't just reflect evil, it inspired it. It didn't just tell a story, it planted an idea, one that would shape history's darkest chapter. And no, we're not talking about Harry Potter or 50 Shades of Grey. This is the story of a book that changed the world, and not for the better. Welcome to Histofy Hub. It all began in 1924. Inside a cold prison cell in Bavaria, a failed revolutionary picked up a pen. His name, Adolf Hitler. The book, Mein Kampf, which means My Struggle. But this wasn't just a memoir. It was a manifesto, a dark fusion of personal bitterness, dangerous ideology, and a vision for a new world order. One written in blood. Hitler didn't write it alone. He dictated it to his follower, Rudolf Hess. Day by day, they turned prison time into propaganda time. The book spoke of Aryan supremacy, of Lebensraum, living space for the German race, of a world run by one people and one ideology. It was racism, nationalism, and militarism bound into a single dangerous idea. At first, no one took it seriously. The book barely sold. Critics dismissed it as the ranting of a madman. But that madman didn't stay in prison for long. By 1933, Hitler had seized power. And suddenly, Mein Kampf became required reading. Yes, required. It was gifted at weddings, handed out to students. Even children were encouraged to read it. This wasn't a book anymore. It was state-sponsored ideology. It was brainwashing by design. The consequences were catastrophic. Mein Kampf helped justify the persecution of Jews. It laid the groundwork for the Holocaust. It envisioned the conquest of Europe, and millions would die following its blueprint. When World War II ended, the Allies moved fast. They banned Mein Kampf in Germany. Owning it became a criminal offense. The fear wasn't just of Hitler's ghost, but of his words. Over time, the bans spread. Austria, Russia, France, Canada, even parts of India. In total, more than 40 countries slammed the door shut on this book, not because it was outdated, but because it still had power. And yet, the book refused to die. It found its way into black markets, underground print shops, later, onto the internet. It became a magnet for extremists, for curiosity seekers, for those who wanted to understand or reignite the past. It's ironic, isn't it? The more a book is banned, the more people want to read it. Historians began to argue, should we really ban it? Or should we expose it, analyze it, deconstruct it? Many pushed for annotated versions, editions filled with footnotes, context, criticism, facts, not to glorify, but to educate. Germany struggled with this dilemma for decades, but in 2016, something changed. Hitler's copyright expired, and for the first time, a heavily annotated edition of Mein Kampf was legally published. It sold out instantly. Was it curiosity or a dangerous fascination? Even today, the book lives online. You can download it in seconds. In many countries, it's still banned. In others, it's flagged. But it's out there, whispering from history's shadows. So what makes this book the most dangerous? It's not just the hate it spreads. It's the fact that its ideas still live. It's read by neo-Nazis, white supremacists, extremists of every kind, but also by historians, skeptics, and those who just want to understand how one man's words led to a world war. The real danger is forgetting. Forgetting that words can be weapons. Forgetting that lies, when repeated enough, become accepted truth. And forgetting that the past can repeat itself. In today's world, where online radicalization is just a click away, Mein Kampf feels less like a relic and more like a warning. So should it be banned or taught with care? That's the dilemma. Censorship or confrontation, silence or spotlight. And here's the terrifying truth. Some ideas don't need armies. They just need attention. At Histofy Hub, we believe history is not just a collection of facts. It's a weapon, a teacher, a mirror. And in that mirror, we see the cost of forgetting. What do you think? Should books like Mein Kampf be banned forever? Or studied to prevent history from repeating itself? Hit subscribe, turn on the bell, and join us here at Histofy Hub.